Hello everybody, Glass Half Dead here, and I am about 20 minutes before I need to start Prague, whatever it's called, the Kill Team tournament at Prague. I'm sat in my hotel room recording this instead, because that's how a true fighter prepares for a tournament. Quick side note, for anybody curious, this is everything I need. This is my kill team, my tokens, my dice, my ruler. That's called travelling light. I couldn't do 40k this way, that's for sure. Anyway, what is my goal at this tournament? I covered it a little bit in a previous video. However, my goal is not to win. My goal is to improve myself. I want to go into each game and be a fun opponent. Be somebody that people look back on and say, hey, playing that guy was fun, whether they win or lose. Now, I don't really know how to be fun in my life in general, and I certainly don't know how to do it in Kill Team, so I don't really know what this entails, but hopefully I'm going to find out over the course of the next 2 days. Let's talk very quickly about what this tournament is. It's 100 points, it's Adepticon 2019 rules, that's it. There are 7 games over the 2 days. Day 1, we've got 4 games, 20 people. I think day 2 is just we continue playing. I don't think there's a top cut, but there might be a top cut. I'm not sure. If there is a top cut, I'm going to go be a tourist for a day instead. And that's fine. If there isn't a top cut, then I'm just going to play more games, I guess. Now, from a slightly introspective perspective, as my goal here isn't to win or, place top 3, or I don't care where I place. I can be last. I can be middle of the pack. I can be obscured in anonymity. But I don't know what to... Basically, my goal is really airy-fairy. And so I don't really know how to go into the tournament, like what mindset I should be in. Not because the mindset that I need to be in doesn't exist, just because I've never had to attempt it before. So it's going to be very interesting, and certainly I'm hoping that each of my opponents, after we've had our game, will want to come back and have a chat with me in the bar afterwards. I'm hoping that in every single video, I'm going to have a refreshed beer. And so as the 4 interviews go on, you will see me getting progressively more and more drunk. But I think my goal here is to really focus on asking my opponents, why did they come here? What was their goal? Because that's what's really interesting me as a player, as a community member, a member of the community. What's the point? For example, for me, with Prague, I'm not quite sure why I'm here. So I'm not trying to place, right? I'm not interested in some sort of European domination. I don't care. I believe, the UK did that a couple 100 years ago, so it's been done. And from a building a community standpoint, chances are I will never see any of these people ever again, right? Because they don't come from my country, they're not in my local scene, so I'm not trying to bring new people into the fold, which kind of makes sense in my brain, You go to a tournament and you say, oh hey, buddy, come and play regularly. I don't know. Fucking hell. Can we see that? Can we see it? There's a guy there, smoking, in his room. Fucking twat. That's just a side point. Let's not go into that. Who does that? What a wanker. I'm just saying, if he jumps, I'm okay with it. That's all I'm saying. I've gotten completely sidetracked in what I'm saying here, so I'm going to stop it, and hopefully the next thing we see are going to be me chatting with a bunch of random European people that I have just lost to. I don't really need to win any games here. I'm okay with being a free win for these 2 days. Hello everybody, here with Martin, we just played. You were Thousand Suns, I was Grey Knights. How did the game go?
The game, it was a strange game. Like the first round, it was just us standing there, staring at each other, and that was it. Like, yeah, you have managed to pull it out, but it was in the last rounds.
Yeah,
The break in the start for you was tough.
I did break. I didn't. I wasn't doing much from turn 3 onwards, obviously, because I was down 3 models.
Yeah.
And then you did kill the 4th in the 4th round, but
it was not enough.
No.
The secondaries kind of sucked. The engage on all fronts was really terrible pick, and both of our leaders stand till the last round.
Yeah. So we actually both took cut off the head.
Yeah.
And neither of us got it, which was really close for you because I managed to deep strike, outflank Grey Knight right next to your leader.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
My Termi just didn't fit.
Yes. I was super lucky. That was purely luck. I've got to be honest. So yeah, ultimately I pulled out the win, but it was very close. It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
A few dice rolls either way.
Yeah,
you'd have had it.
Lucky saves
Yes.
on both sides. It could go.
Yeah. So the other question I have is, why are you here? Like, what's your goal? What's your aspiration for the tournament?
Mainly to keep play.
Just
play
to get
against
some
different armies.
Yeah.
To play.
So you're not really like,
Because
I want to get top 8 or top 3. You just want to get some games in.
It would be nice.
Sure.
But yeah.
Just get some games.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, different players, different armies, because the community in Prague is.
Oh, yes. You're a Prague local.
Yeah.
Yes. So this was an easy trip for you. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much. Good game.
Thanks.
Okay. Hello, Andre.
Hi.
We just played Thousand Suns against Grey Knights again. How did it go?
It went pretty well for me. I won 13 to 10.
Yep.
Because I was quite lucky at the first turn. I got rid of 1 or 2, I think. One in the first
2.
turn.
It was definitely 2 first turn. It might have been 3.
No,
it was 2. It was 2. You killed 1 in the psychic phase, and then you killed 1 with shooting.
Yeah, that's right. So from that point, I had more models, so I can capture.
Yeah, I didn't get hold more on the objective at all. But I'm Grey Knights, I never expect to be honest. You kind of locked me down quite well actually. I had taken death from afar, which is a bit of a risky one, but with my silencer, that sometimes goes off. But my silencer, I don't think he shot at all.
He shot once, I think.
Yes,
but
at his angle in the middle.
On the sharp.
And he did get the kill when he did, but every other time you had managed to position out of line of sight because I was making the mistake of holding him on an objective, so I couldn't really maneuver to kind of move around. My fault, really. Yeah. Fair enough. Do you think you did anything wrong, or I mean, you won, but hypothetically.
There was one Sangor I positioned really poorly, so he wasn't in cover and he wasn't even on a point, he wasn't doing anything. I just advanced on 1. So I should have gone the other way, I should have hidden because it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I mean, you were like an inch short of getting onto the objective, weren't you? And you went with it anyway, but I suppose you could have changed tactics after failing to get.
Yeah, and it was also a specialist, so in a deciding point it goes for him, so it was definitely a big mistake. Okay. But I was really happy that I was able to screen out the deep strike into my back line because that would have ruined me. So that's it from me.
Interestingly, I had put my guy into reserve without really the intention of thinking of going into your back line because typically most non-elite armies can just screen you.
Yeah.
So I had always assumed I'd put him there. But if you hadn't, then I would have done it and, obviously gotten that psychic on a leader, that would have been amazing. But I don't play the game assuming that'll happen.
Yeah.
And so the final question is, so you're a Prague local as well?
Yeah.
So do you have like a goal at this tournament? You've won 2 now.
Uh-huh.
So you are potentially, going all the way. Do you have a goal or why did you come?
I didn't come with a goal, it's my first big tournament ever. So I would be happy if I would end up like 3-4 or 4-3. That would be great for me, so that's what I'm going for today.
So you're really just here to play some games?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, thanks very much, Andre.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody, here with Alistair, who's played Grey Knights, obviously, against Eldar, everybody's favourite matchup. How did it go?
Oh my. Yeah, you broke turn 1.
I broke turn 1, yeah.
I broke turn 2.
Yes.
And then we played
A slap fight. I don't think. I think I got a kill in the psychic phase after that, but apart from that one other kill, I don't think anything happened either side. Lots of flesh wounds on the board. Well, 2 on me. I think like 6 on you. But whatever. It was 4.
I was rolling shaken anyway, so.
Yeah, you were definitely having a tough time with shaking, but I just didn't get enough kills to actually make your
Banshee shake.
the Banshee, what are they called? The X-Arch Warriors.
Yeah.
To make them shake.
So they were going strong for the whole time.
Yeah. Did you think there was any kind of actual major plays that you did incorrectly, or was it just dice at some point?
Let me think. I could have first not forget to start evaluate find on your before you move.
Yeah. Okay. So this was the raised archive. Evaluate find. I didn't take evaluate find because I find with 5 models, you've got to play something else.
And I have Storm Guardians. I can leave them there.
Exactly. And you forgot to do it 3 turns?
4 turns.
4 turns.
I could do it 4 turns without any.
Wait. So does that mean you never scored?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, two last turns really. I thought about
I should do it,
with
but
Exarch, veteran that was in fight with you.
Yes.
He couldn't score any other point.
Yep.
Just by standing there and evaluating find in combat with your Falchion guy.
Sure.
That could be with your Zealot. That could be. So remember to evaluate your finds.
Yes. Yeah. So
apart from that, nothing.
I mean, you still won, obviously,
Yeah.
but you're
8 to
right.
6.
It was very close, 8 to 6.
Very low and very.
Yes. So you could have quite easily. I mean, realistically, you could have made that 11 to 6. Quite easily. Because at no point would you really have been giving up a useful model to do it if you kind of, thought,
Exactly.
But that was your only mistake, fair enough. And I suppose the other question I'm asking everybody this time is, where are you from? Poland. So you've travelled to be here, the first non-Czech person that I've played today. So you've obviously travelled to be here. Why did you decide to come to this? And what is your goal today?
My goal is to win more than lose.
Okay. So we're playing 7 matches, so you want to win at least 4.
Yeah.
And you're very close.
I've done 2 to 1. So
2 to 1.
So I need to win 2 more.
Okay.
That's my goal. And why to travel? Yeah, I started playing Kill Team at the beginning, really.
Okay. So like 2 years ago.
Yeah. All the major tournaments usually are in US, and here is close.
Yep.
So I go here. That's it. Like
All right.
4 hours of train, and I'm here. Right. So,
Fair enough. And why Eldar?
Why Eldar? I play elves for over 20 years.
Okay, fair enough.
Now they are good, so I
Now
can
they're
take
really good.
them.
Yeah.
In this game they are good, so
Yes.
I can take them. But I play elves and Eldars in Warhammer for a long time, so I just...
Awesome, well thank you very much, good game. Okay, hello Jan.
Hello, Andrew.
You were playing
I was playing Space Wolves.
Space Wolves, an interesting list. I don't think I've actually played Space Wolves before. Of course I was Grey Knights. How did the game go for you?
I think I have a good start because I killed 2 of your guys in the shooting phase.
Yep.
After that I lost in second round my combat specialist on the middle.
Yes.
And I think that was the point when it goes down for me.
So this was vital supplies, where you have mission critical supplies, domination,
and it's literally 2 points from secondary objectives on the center. So
just stand on the center,
So after that I lost the center, and I have no other units with some melee weapons because I normally play against Grey Knights more shooting than close combat. So after that, I have to reroll, I think, 2 missile to hit you.
You were getting really unlucky with your missile launcher.
And after that, if I hit, you make the.
I made a lot of saves.
Yes, against.
Did he get a kill?
I think yes. I killed 1 with the missile. I think.
I remember you got through to 1, and you then rolled 2 for the damage.
Yeah.
But you only flesh wounded, didn't you?
Yes, only flesh wounds.
Really unlucky with the missile launcher, I've got to say.
Well, yes, but I think the combat specialist on the middle was more important.
Yes, yeah.
Sure. Definitely for
this mission,
critical,
yeah.
But it was a really cool game.
Yeah.
I used the Armor of Contempt twice.
Yes, the first time just completely failed.
Yes, it was on the combat specialist on the middle, so it was a little bit.
It was worth it. It was worth it to try.
Yeah, because if he survived, he was charging. It would be 3 more points to me.
Yeah, would have been big. But then you used it the second time on your leader, and you made 2 saves,
yes,
which is
it was
pretty
in the
good.
in the last turn when I was.
So not really needed,
but it was cool. It was really cool effect when you cast 2 Psybolts into my leader, and he just saved with 5 and 6.
Yeah, no, it was really good, really good. Do you think there was any, so ignore the dice, do you think there was any, actual mistake of the gameplay that you made? Or was it all good, but then just the dice?
I think it was wrong to go there with my Intercessor Gunner on the middle when you charge him.
I probably, that was just good for me.
Yeah, I think. Because I would stay in line and try to shoot you.
Yes.
Because you hide 2 units in the cross combat on the center.
Yeah.
But I thought that without the center I will anyway lose, so I tried.
Yeah.
Interesting. He had 2 moons, so he could survive the Psybolt there.
Yes.
But he didn't. Or maybe
he did.
He did, but and you
I killed him in the face.
With the fashions.
Yeah, I probably agree.
But I think this was the mistake.
Yes, that allowed me. Oh yeah, because I deliberately didn't use my second Psybolt.
Yes.
I made sure I stayed in close combat, so you couldn't shoot me.
And you was lucky because you were 11 on the Psybolt. But on the D3 you make only 1 damage, so you didn't kill him, because if he killed him, I may shoot you with my ready model.
Yeah.
It was really cool game, and also on this map, it was good map. I think from all the tables, this was a good map because there was some windows, there was some ruins, so it was really cool.
Awesome. And are you a Prague local?
Yes, I'm from Prague.
Okay, so that's the other thing I'm asking people here. Why did you come here? What is your goal in being here? But obviously you're local, so that's an easy answer.
Yes, but I don't play Warhammer so long. I played for 1 year. Before 1 year, I started to paint. So the kill team.
You do have lovely painted models, by the way. Yes, really nice looking Space Wolves.
Yeah, but it is really nice models to Space Wolves.
Yes.
Everywhere, the teeth, the schools, the fans. It's really. I think it's more competitive than the big Warhammer because you have to build your roster correctly and then choose the right models.
I've got to say, I really like that aspect of the kill team. The fact that you can reactively act to what your opponent does, whereas in 40k you have to just say, hope I don't go up against that list,
And I like the Space Ball because the +1 when you charge, it's really good, especially with the power phase, because it negates the buff.
That was really good.
With the power phase, I had already 1 game when I charged with 2 power phase, some Drukari, and I wiped just 4 models in this correct round. So it was really cool. So I like the power phase on the Space Balls.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. And so do you have a goal or an aspiration, get top 10 or something?
Well, I would like to be in the middle in this tournament, but I think it will not be possible because I already lost for 3 times right now.
3 times, so we still have 3 games tomorrow, so you've won 1. You could end up winning 4.
Maybe.
So
winning 4, I think. But it would be better if I have simultaneously with lose and with victory and lose. But I have already won victory, which I'm happy for this one.
It's close.
And I hope that after the first round, especially, that I will win this, because you lost 2 models from your 5. But then
I thought you had it, honestly. Yeah.
Because I already played against another Grey Knights. In Prague, it's a lot of them.
So you know what you're facing with Grey Knights.
So that's why I'm using a lot of intercessors with 2 wounds, because they may solve the.
No, you played that perfectly. I don't think up until all of your Primaris were dead, I didn't have a chance to Cybolt a non-Primaris.
Yes.
Which was really good position.
I put them front to catch the Cybolts.
No, you did it very well from that perspective.
Yeah, but the dice was, I think, good on both sides.
I think they're a bit swinging on both sides. Like we said, you just miss everything with that launcher.
Well,
I got some good saves.
I think he made one mortal wound flash wound. One flash
Yeah,
wound.
I think so for the whole game, which is really
yeah, because
not great.
because you think throw because I need each time use the reroll stratagem because I have throw one or two something.
Yeah.
And after that I make the wound and you twice I think save the
Yeah, I think
plus.
so. I think I had to re-roll it one of the times, but yes.
I think one.
Yeah.
Once you reroll the save. But it was really cool. Yeah, it happens with the.
It does. It's a
with
dice.
the-
It's a dice.
But yeah, in the first round I lost the plasma guy, which also hard against, especially against your team.
Yes, I was pretty lucky with that one as well.
Yes, because I was in cover and you rolled the
Yeah,
five.
I just rolled a 5.
And it worked.
Yeah.
The Battle Brothers stratagem there.
You decided not to use it.
I was thinking about that,
Okay.
but I think you anyway hit twice.
I can't remember.
I think you hit twice with the stun bolter,
Oh,
so
okay.
it wouldn't change
Wouldn't have-
anything.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Good
No
game.
problem. It was
Yes.
a really good game and have fun.
Thank you. Hello, here with Greg.
Hi.
Playing Town.
Yeah.
How did that game go for you?
Well, it was a nice experience. It was good for a change to not play the absolutely I cannot see everything kind of play because maps here are like extremely bad for shooting.
To clarify, for those that know, they're kind of done in a similar way to how LVO was done.
That is correct.
They've definitely tried to copy that as best they could.
Yes.
Except the only difference is in LVO, the containers that were at diagonals on the side were impassable, as if they were infinitely high.
Yeah.
On this, they're not.
Plus, you for the two line of sight blockers in the middle, you can fly over.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
So it's kind of like LVO, but a little bit less extreme.
Yep.
But anyway, you won.
Yeah.
Quite decisively,
Yeah.
I'd say. You did table me.
yeah.
How did it go apart from that? Like, did you feel that you made any mistakes in the game that if I had not been in such a bad position I could have capitalized on? Or
Yeah, I feel that in this map layout, you just have to be aggressive with the Tau Sept, which is 5-6 Overwatch. So I had the funny feeling on turn 2, I just have to go into the middle
Yes.
and have.
You've taken domination as one
Yes,
of your
I've
secondaries.
taken domination as well.
Yeah.
So I just had to go into the middle, set myself up for a turn to movement phase charge from your side, so I can just annihilate things that come. But again, the line of sight blocking just bamboozled me for a moment, and it's like I only had line of sight with the recon drone and not the demolition specialist rail rifle. So if that second charge that what would not have been nerfed by my grab inhibitor if I took 3 inches, that second Grey Knight would have come in, that would have been a hell of a lot worse.
Yes. Yeah.
So that mistake, that was my big mistake. And
True.
yeah, that turn 1 peril was just absolutely BS.
I perils twice.
Yeah, it peril twice.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm taking the comms rail rifle to take out the leader
Yep.
on the right side of the map, but I'm hitting on 4s. So a Gretchen shoots better sometimes.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's
yeah.
true. All things considered, your first shooting phase wasn't actually that devastating.
No.
I think
no.
you did get a kill,
I did.
but you got a kill on a flesh wound, I think, turn 1.
Yeah,
and
that
I
is
put a
correct.
flesh wound on myself, so I did have to break
Yes,
turn 1.
yes,
but I
that is
didn't.
true. This is why I didn't even consider taking Thin Their Ranks.
No, sure. Well, yeah, I mean that. Well, you would have got it one turn.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't take that against Grey Knights.
No, I
Literally
calculated on taking down 1, maximum 2 miniatures per turn.
Sure.
Maximum. But with this terrain is pretty difficult, but I'm happy that it's just finally some success.
Yes. Well, this is your 3rd win, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So there's been some success.
Yeah, I have a positive statistics now.
Yes. Okay. And the final question I'm asking people here is: so you are from Hungary?
I'm from Hungary. I'm from Budapest.
Right. So most of the people I played have actually been Prague natives, and so this question is fallen a bit flat.
Yep.
Of why have you come here? Obviously, they've come because it's their local tournament. What is your kind of goal for being here? Did you have I want a top 8 or I want something?
Oh, I came to wreck face.
Okay.
So that's what and they consider me as a top player in Hungary, but it's nothing like here. So that's what we were kind of talking about. So the isolated regional metas do not prepare you for things that are here.
Yeah.
So I came here top 3 minimum. So after this, I don't even think I'm going to reach top 8.
I think if you actually do go on to win your next 3 games, your next 2 games, you would be in with the chance. Oh, top 8 definitely. Top 3, not sure.
Nah,
not sure.
I'm just here. The second day is completely fun for me. So,
no, sure.
So no,
it's fun
no
for
pressure.
me, and that's why I double pills. Okay, well, awesome. Thank you very much. It was a good game.
Thank you.
It was probably, to be honest, my worst possible matchup on the worst possible thing. And I didn't do too terribly. I did really badly. Oh, hold on. What did you score?
I scored 14.
I scored 3. There you go. Okay, thank you very much. Good game.
A good game.
Hello, everybody. Here with Jan. We just played Space Wolves again against Grey Knights. How did the game go for you?
Well, I rolled hot. You rolled like once, sometimes twos. It kind of went with the dice.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I rolled terribly. I had some good dice, but they weren't good dice at the right time. I think
yes,
it
yeah, you could call it that.
You know, yeah.
I mean, your more hour rolls were really good. Like
yeah. I broke turn 2.
Yeah, exactly, and you still kept playing, so at least that was going for you.
Indeed. How did the game go for you apart from the dice rolls, though? Like, if you ignore dice, do you think you played well, or there were mistakes?
I don't think I played well. Actually, it was my first game against Grey Knights, ever.
Never played Grey Knights.
I kind of.
They can be worse than that.
Yeah.
They can be much harder. Okay.
I kind of played like if I would be playing against Thousand Suns.
Similar.
So I just spent Primaris models because 2-1 models and. Yeah, I took my usual anti-marine tech with all the AP3 strength 8 guns. So
worked brilliantly. I don't think I made a single armor save against you. But because you hit me with plasma, execution around, so I shouldn't have been making the saves. You took the right weapons.
Then again, you failed it even against bolt guns, so that measly scout, he had a shot of his life.
That's the bolt gun. Yes, you get 4 shots, but if the enemy's saving on a 3, that's pretty good chances,
That's right.
Oh, but you killed my leader, didn't you?
With my scout,
single shot, because you were over 12.
That was the only model I took with every single game, and in the last one he kills the Grey Knight leader. So.
Oh, hey. I mean, you paid to support him in the right position, and it paid off for you.
Yeah, I think I made a big mistake with deployment. The comms eliminator was not supposed to be there alone. I think if I would swap him with the plasma guy, that could be better for me in the long run. But then
you never got to use your comms buff at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But as soon as I go to any other tournament with this list, I'm gonna swap him to demolitions. Because with his forward deployment, he actually never even wants to be somewhere close to buff anyone else.
No, sure. Yeah.
So it was wasted. I think I used the buff 2 times during all those games.
Swapping him to something else so they can both act independently.
Yeah, exactly. And then demolitions, he could actually really work well with the Mortis round. So he goes off on 5+ with the Mortal rounds.
Yes.
So that could be much better than just.
The 6, Okay, and so my other question that I'm asking everybody here is, where are you from?
I'm here from Czech Republic.
Oh, okay.
From Brno, which is close.
I've been to Brno.
Yeah?
Weirdly. So everybody else that I've played so far that has been from, do you prefer Czech or Czechia or Czech Republic?
Well, that depends. I guess no one really cares.
Czech. It has been from Prague, and so when asking them why are you here, the answer is obvious, because it's the local tournament. Why have you decided to come, and did you have a particular goal or an aspiration, number of wins or anything like that?
Well, my goal was to go 4 wins, which I haven't managed to.
You got 3?
Just 3.
3, yeah.
But
that's close.
Still, it's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mainly came here to have fun. I mean, I played Space Wolf, so you can't really aspire.
Yeah, no, sure.
But I think it was fun. I actually learned so many things this weekend because usually like I play Kill Team for more than a year, but just like narrative casual gaming, like where you take your 2 Terminators because that's cool. So it was quite a good experience actually to be like on a proper tournament with people who actually know how to play.
And I suppose from that perspective, as you're mainly a narrative gamer then, has this been scary or has it been fine and you've actually just played a bunch of games? Are people being kind of dicks?
People are quite great.
Okay.
I did not have a single problem with anyone, even with the Tau player, which is like I hate Tau, I'm a racist.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it as an event. I'm gonna attend some other events, of course, probably with some different army.
Sure.
And only thing I was quite scared it was of all the plasma going around. Playing Marines.
That's true. Have you come up against much plasma?
Like my second game I played against Olia.
Yeah.
She had like just 3 plasmas, and she fried 2 of them in first round.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of
lucky on that.
Yeah, I just won. Well, I didn't win. She lost. So
right, sure.
Yeah. And game after that I played against Marina.
Yep.
So that was like 6 plasma spawn from guard.
Yep.
With deep strike, I crumbled.
Yeah, well that's God.
That's God. Spent the whole game just trying to, clear them out of my deployment zone.
Yeah.
And it kind of, she was playing the game in the meantime, so.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's really good to hear that narrative gamer hasn't attended and had a bad experience. Because I mean, personally, I'm much more of a competitive player than a narrative player. But I always like to think, the two can mix.
Yeah, I think they can mix pretty well. Like the only thing I didn't like about the tournament was the terrain setup. I think there was just too much always blocking and not enough cover, like some scatter terrain, crates. I mean, when we play like our narrative games, the table is filled.
Yes.
Totally. Yeah. So everywhere you have something to hide, and it doesn't feel right to just be in behind the lost block or not. I don't like the binarity of that. And then when you play like those eliminators and scouts with camo cloaks and you actually realize there's nothing to hide behind. That was not fun. But other than that, it was great.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Good game.
Yeah, thank you for the game.
Hello everybody, this is Marina, one of the Ukrainian players who I've met before Prague. You ended up coming 5th playing Imperial Guard. The tournament is over and we are actually just waiting for an Uber. That's why we're doing this. We haven't played each other, and you didn't win, so I wouldn't normally do this. So.
Hey, I won. Okay. I won once or twice. I can remember.
Yeah. So you're playing Imperial Guard. I keep telling people that Imperial Guard is really good.
Yeah, they're really good. Literally super strong on 100 points.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of different strategies. They have a lot of they can adapt easily to every situation. That's why they have a lot of plasmas, literally powerful shooting. And they also have those commands in which you can
voice command.
Yeah.
So something I'm actually curious about that my listeners probably don't know too much about is commanders. Now, obviously, you're from Ukraine, and you guys play 200 points commanders more than anything else. So I was actually surprised you came to a 100-point tournament. But how are Imperial Guard in commanders?
That's I really prefer, I'm a Startis player. I normally play a Startis. But they when the Librarian in Phobos Armor appeared as a commander, it's something like insta-peak in the Startis. They have no other commander, I can't see them anymore.
Oh, you mean the Librarian?
The Librarian in Phobos Armor.
Okay, Psycho, yeah, sure.
Psycho, and but I want to play differently. I want to play different commanders. That's why, like, there is the only one options left for the Astartes, and still there is a lot of different commanders for the Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
The Lord Commissar is good. Like, Company Commander is good because of 2 commands he can give, and also like the last tournament I played on the 200 points, I took Tadeusz Purifier as my commander.
Oh, interesting.
And I took a 3rd place because nobody knew what to do with this.
I don't know his rules at all. I don't know his rules at all. But also, just to kind of put some weight behind your words, so you have won tournaments before, as in a commander's format, right?
Yeah.
You went to Moscow, you won that. Who are the top 3 best factions in commanders?
Like,
in commanders. Who are the top? Who are the top?
Like, I think it's Thousand Suns.
Thousand Suns, Tau,
and the Astartes now.
Astartes.
Yeah, they began to be super good.
Okay.
Really, like, I hope I will win something as Astartes, but it's only on 200 points. But because on 100 points, Astartes is extremely weak.
Okay.
So
they beat me. Anyway, there you go. So that was Thousand Suns, Tau, and Astartes are the top 3. I'm now going to ask Olya exactly the same question and see what she says. Awesome, thanks very much. Good games. And we're done. When I say we, I mean me. Quick addendum to the previous clip you just saw from Marina. She had wanted to actually say Imperial Guard were definitely in the top 3, but she didn't. Because not everybody is as, media trained as me, you know. I don't flinch. Let's move on. So how do I feel about the Prague tournament in general? Players here, etc., etc. So the tournament itself was pretty good. It was only 20 people, but that was fine. I don't really have an issue with 20 people tournaments. I think that they are fine. I mean, in reality, to the individual player, there's no difference between a 20-player tournament and, an 8-man tournament. You're still playing 4 games, right? This, however, was a little bit funky. So what we ended up doing was we did 4 games, day 1, then we did 3 games, day 2, but it was all one continuous tournament. So I believe, because there were only 20 players, we did have a definitive winner at the end of day 1, which was the Tyrannid player who did go on to end up winning the tournament. And I believe he was also completely undefeated for the whole 7 games. Who would have guessed a Tyrannid horde was good? Madness, I know. So we did get to the weird final where even if somebody had beaten him, they wouldn't have overtaken him, which is a little bit peculiar, to be in the final game and beat the winner, and not win. But that's just a peculiarity of the matching system. It is what it is. I would say to anybody considering travelling to Europe, at least Prague, I obviously can't speak for everywhere. There was no issues at all with a language barrier. Everybody spoke perfect English. Never a problem. I can't confirm for everywhere in Europe, of course, but Prague, no issues. The other good thing to note about that is that most countries have to learn the English rules because GW only actually translates their books into, I think, Spanish, Italian, maybe German, and then English. But I was talking to the TO yesterday, Angelo, and he was saying that even in Spain, they typically still use the English core rulebook because there are more mistakes in the Spanish one. So they have to know how things actually work, which means you have to buy the English rulebook. So you end up in this weird state where they're not great at English, but they know all the rules for Kill Team in English. It's kind of weird, but it works out great for English speakers, obviously. To quickly cover my own personal games and goals, how do I feel this tournament went? So from a games perspective, individual games perspective, they all went fine. I won some, I lost some. I wasn't really too fussed about my actual performance because I know what Grey Knights are. I've played them enough. I've taken them to a point where I'm confident that I know how to play them. So they are what they are. Sometimes you get the rolls, sometimes you don't. Sometimes I break turn 1, sometimes I perils twice on the first psychic phase. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. It is what it is, right? I definitely had some bad matchups, but I also had some good matchups. And weirdly, I lost some of the good matchups, even when, I should have won, but the dice weren't there. And then actually I did really well in some of the bad. I mean, I probably still lost. I can't remember which one I'm talking about specifically. But I had a really bad matchup, and I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to die. And I actually managed to hang around, for the whole game, and actually got really close to breaking him, which would have completely flipped the game on its head. I didn't, he still won. Now, how did I do when it comes to not getting salty? It was a challenge at times. It was definitely a challenge. I think in my final game, possibly, which in theory was a decent matchup for me because it was Space Wolves. I feel I should have done a lot better, but I didn't. That's fine, it is what it is, And so I was struggling a touch there, maybe. But when I say I wasn't like, oh my God, I was just, being a little bit unresponsive, in the game. So, when his single scout kills my leader with a single shot because he was over half range, I know that some people are very bombastic, very, oh my God, what an amazing shot you made, woo, or some crap. That's not me, ever. Whether I make the kill or they make the kill, I would never do that. And so my automatic response is to just be like, oh, okay, all right, great. And I'm kind of saying it half jokingly, half true. But I don't know if I think it might just come across as pure salt. When in reality, it's a little bit of like, well, there's no other way for me to react. I don't have that emotional range, really. So I think I actually did a decent job of not getting angry, but salty. I don't actually get angry, obviously. But in a weird way, I don't think this has really helped me to become a better player in that sense. Because although I managed to be like, oh, hey, I broke turn 1. Cool, that's Grey Knights. I very much went into this with that intention of saying, oh, that's Grey Knights, and being totally okay if I came last, right? I didn't come last, I don't really care about that. If I were to take another list and want to do well, I think it's really difficult to want to do well and achieve and not get salty. Really tough. So I don't quite know how I'm going to manage that. Certainly the next 2 factions I want to be playing a lot of are Drukhari, who hopefully will be back from the painter soon, maybe. It's been a while, but I hope to play them, and it'll be my first time playing a, pro-painted army. So that'll be really interesting from one of my Discord users there, which is awesome. And Sisters of Battle, who I think are one of the underdogs, although apparently, just before I started this video, somebody said, oh, they won a 12-man tournament somewhere in Spain or something. Every tournament's in Spain, by the way. At the moment, I'm still telling myself it's okay. People aren't going to be playing Sisters because actually, Sisters don't have great rules in the sense that they don't get a sub-faction. They don't get a, army-specific rule like Blessed Dice, which is essentially, for those that don't know, about the same as how AdMech have the Canticles. Sisters should have Blessed Dice. Anyway, had a really good time. Went out for drinks afterwards. Everybody here is great. I would highly, strongly recommend that people go and visit these tournaments. Spain seems to be doing 4 a month. It's ridiculous. I met a guy from Hungary that is doing one, and I'd be really tempted to go to that. And then there's also one in Ukraine, in Odessa. I do really want to play Commanders. I really want to play Commanders competitively. That sounds really good fun. It's something I haven't experienced before. But my money's a bit tapped out for Kill Team travel, and I still have a tournament packet to write for the LGT, and I'm trying to figure out what's happening with this Black Forest Germany thing in December. So I got the stuff to do. But it is on the cards. It does, however, depend how my real life job goes over the next month as to whether or not I can attend those. I probably can't. Anyway, this has been my Glass Half Dead Prague report. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing everybody that I've played against, and then a few others as well. They were all great opponents. Don't have a bad word to say about any of them. And yeah, I just generally highly encourage everyone, don't be afraid to travel for tournaments, it's really good fun. Anyway, this has been Glass Half Dead, hope you've enjoyed, goodbye.